we are charmed and dangerous.
Because you know we're charmed.
And we are dangerous. Ooh, and you did. Did. And on this episode, thank y'all so much for joining us. On today's episode, we are talking about Taurus's best love match. Ooh. We're coming back with our Astro series of I Can't Help But Falling in Love with You. Ooh. And since it's Taurus season, we are highlighting Tauruses.
Which is very fitting because, you know, Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus. So I know you Taurians are always sitting there like, who can I fall in love with? I just love love and I just want to be with someone.
I want the love.
You'll never probably ever say that.
No.
Because Libra would. Taurus is never one to be like, I want love and I love love, but like, you know when a Taurus is like
all of
in
their
actions
feelings will do otherwise.
No, for sure. But they'll never admit it.
They'll never admit it.
They'll never be like, oh my god, I just can't wait to be in love.
Yeah. But before we get before we tell you who we think Taurus's best match is, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button down below. We're two besties. We talk about astrology, fuckboys, dating.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah, all the fun stuff. Everything we basically talk about normally, we talk about here for you guys. So let's be friends. Hit that subscribe button down below, okay? And now onto the video. Okay, Sarah, who do you think is Taurus's best love match?
Okay, this may be a shocker to everyone, as if I haven't said it in like 3 other videos in the past. I pick Cancer! The crab! I love Cancers when they are in love.
Yes.
And when I think of Taurus, I think of them as their best when they are in love as well.
Yes,
not that y'all need a relationship, but you definitely do well in relationships.
Yes.
Relationships that are healthy, of course. And I feel like both of these signs are givers.
Definitely.
Givers and givers and givers. And like, one of the scariest things to me is being a giver and being in a relationship with someone that is a taker. Yeah. And I feel like that's not the case for these two. These are both givers and they do really well together. And I feel like most importantly, they're homebodies together. I feel like their home is a great source of comfort for the both of them. And it's a sanctuary to say the least. And I just feel like for Taurus knows how to make a home look like a home. Whereas Cancer knows how to make a home feel like a home. And a home created by these two together is a fucking home.
A beautiful
home that
family
like
that is
you
thriving out
walk in and you're like, oh my goodness.
They have so much love and like wonderful food, and they're like, you're an excellent person, even though they're just coming into the house for the first time. Like that's like a Taurus and like Cancer home or parents. You know what I mean?
You know the show Fosters, right?
Yeah.
When I think of the two moms, I really do think of a Taurus and a Cancer couple. I think the blonde is a Taurus, and I think the one with the curly hair is a Cancer.
Lady is a Cancer.
Yeah. I just always thought that, right? Yeah. I just always thought that, and like, if you guys don't watch the Fosters, start it because
check it out. It's really great.
It's quarantine time, so you know you have the time. Don't even lie. But yeah.
Yes.
What about you?
I love it. I would also pick Cancers. Yeah. I feel like Cancer is someone Taurus can build like an entire life with, you know what I mean? Just like you're saying, there's such a wonderful harmonious home that is built between them, and I feel like both of these signs really look for like security, and they will provide that for each other, you know what I mean? So yes, you will have a beautiful home, you're gonna like binge watch TV and have lots of wonderful home cooked meals. Right. And it will just be very like homey and nurturing to the two of you. So I pick Cancer for Taurus.
Okay, so my other reason why I do feel like Cancer and Taurus would get along really well in a romantic relationship is the fact that for me, when I think of Cancer, I think of Cancer as the sign that is really, really good at aiding people when it comes to opening up emotionally. 100%. You know, it's no surprise. Sometimes Taurus needs a little bit of a nudge. But not an aggressive nudge, because if you tell a Taurus what to do and how to do it, they probably will never talk to you again because you came off very aggressive to them, which is funny because, you know, they come off very aggressive to everyone. Yeah. But, you know, you can't do it to them. So it's all about, you know, knowing who knowing your audience, people. Yeah. You know, read the room. If the Taurus is there, don't be pushy. But that's why I say Cancer is perfect, because out of all the water signs, their form of, you know, nudging you and pushing you to open up emotionally, it's softer, you know, the mother. And I feel like that's very, very important for a Taurus because like I said, they don't like being told what to do or how to feel or it's time for them to open up. And Cancer, when they love you, they're really, really good at sitting you down and being like, hey, this is what I'm feeling. Like, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
This is a safe space.
Like slowly
and like
walking
they'll
through.
probably cry a little. You know what I mean? And that'll make Taurus be like, oh my god, this is a safe space.
I trust this person.
Right. Yeah.
I haven't cried in
oh
years.
my god. Like, there's some rocks coming out of my eyes. But suddenly I feel very open.
My heart grew 3 times that day. So I feel like Tauruses can be empathetic and nurturing just like Cancers, and y'all will take care of each other and share romantic moments and thoughtful gestures and gifts, and like you're just gonna be very deeply in tune with each other's feelings. And it makes sense, right? Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is love, and Cancer is ruled by Moon, which is the emotion. So like love and emotions, it's just like
together.
You know, it's like an astrological match made in heaven.
Yeah,
like, those 2 words just like sound harmonious together.
They definitely do. They definitely do. And it sounds a lot better than a Cancer and a Libra, I will say that.
Yeah.
Which is the other Venus sign. So yeah, I do think Cancer and Taurus, Taurus being the other Venusian ruled sign, those water and fucking earth.
Exactly.
And then, you know, the ruling planets are together. It's just like, it's like, oh my god.
Yes.
Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for this love story. Like Titanic vibes.
Literally. Oh my god. Honestly, the love that I feel like could form between the Cancer and Taurus. Like, I feel like I said this in our Earth and Water compatibility video, but I really just think that they're like long last like high school lovers and they like reconnect, or maybe they were like high school lovers and they've been together ever since. Like, I just feel like they have this like heavy bond.
I feel like they would have a lot of sex.
Really like
a lot of sex.
You know? Yeah.
Like this
like
is
it's really like mine.
No.
And
like,
they're very much like
mine and like bunny rabbits.
Yeah. Yes, because Taurus is very like sexual. They're very much about like the physical touch.
Taurus is horny.
Know? Yeah.
Like, y'all are
and a Cancer wants to be loved, man. They're like, love me, love
and like
me.
literally, and then like when they're, I feel like in the bedroom, Cancer is very much like a giver.
Yeah.
And so is Taurus.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're just always like, how can I pleasure
what
you?
can I do for you?
Got a little PG-13 over here if you're on the 13. Turn off your browser.
Don't be doing it, okay?
Click off.
Kisses only, okay?
If that.
If that. Gotta be older than like 14.
18. 18!
So I also like these 2 signs together because I feel like both of them will choose to hang out alone with one another rather than go out and hang out in big groups. And to me, it's like they're okay with making the other person like their world, right? And I love that. Neither of them is afraid of committing, but I think that the Taurus, or just this relationship in general, will move like slowly, and Cancer is willing for that to happen. But I feel like it will be kind of like slow moving for it to become official. But I feel like I like that these 2 are not afraid to hang out alone with each other, and rather than being with big groups. And then I feel like Cancers can be very gentle and understanding to a Taurus who isn't necessarily open to like express their feelings yet. And I think that's really important to them, and that's at the end of the day what's going to make a Taurus feel comfortable, and like a bond is going to be created through that precious moment or that insecure or vulnerable moment is the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
Agreed. And I do feel like, I agree, because I feel like Taurus's stability and patience helps them gladly sit through all of Cancer's roller coaster of emotions. Don't get mad. Don't get mad that I called it yet. You know it's true. And I feel like Cancer will appreciate Taurus not giving up on them. You know, Taurus is the fixed earth sign. They are there. They're your rock. Like, they're the rock to any of their relationships in life, whether it's a family member, co-workers, work, relationship, whatever. So to their significant other, they truly are a rock. And I feel like sometimes Cancer, you know, cardinal water, their emotions are leading them. They're going to all these places and there is no stopping them. They're not sitting there like a Scorpio, like, you know, oh, I'm angry or I'm mad.
Yeah.
And they're not like Pisces where they're all over the place. Cancer is very much like, okay, this is the emotion I'm feeling and I'm going to do this feeling this way. I'm going to do that feeling this way. And I feel like as their partner, it can be difficult to see your partner, you know, leading with emotion. And I feel like Taurus is the only one that won't be scared of that. Taurus will actually be like, okay, I see that you're doing that now. Interesting. Okay. You know, they'll talk to them. They'll be calm. They won't judge them like a Virgo. They won't, you know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah. Like they won't be like a Capricorn where they're like, well, what you're doing is making us look bad. You know what I mean? Taurus isn't like that. Taurus is actually just sitting there observing you, trying to figure out how they can help you.
Yeah, support you and be that best partner for you.
For you.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like, so Cancers, you're lucking up in this relationship. I mean, for Taurus too, because like, I feel like I said, Cancers make a Taurus open up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like...
I don't necessarily agree. I feel like Taurus can be a lot sometimes when it comes to what they expect out of partners in terms of
high standards.
They have high standards, but like, you know, they can be very stubborn. Tauruses are very, very stubborn. What they feel is what they feel, and they're not going to change it. And a Cancer will love you enough, and you will be that essence of home to them enough where, well, they'll be okay with that. Because, you know, Cancer is, you know, the mother, the moon.
Yeah.
And they'll be okay with you being stubborn just because of how much love they have for you and how much you are in their heart. So I don't necessarily agree with that. I think they're both winners in the relationship.
Yeah.
They definitely need each other.
They complement each other. I feel like what the other gives is something that the other lacks.
Exactly.
So they really complement each other.
Yeah.
Yes. I misspoke in saying that like one is lucky.
Yeah.
Because they really do like support each other in ways that both of them really need, but aren't maybe also always willing to express openly. But they'll pull out of each other in like a nice supportive way.
I like that you say that because I do feel like with these two, it is the whole my strengths are your weaknesses and your weaknesses are my strengths. Like that's what I think of when I think of this dynamic particularly.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so my last point as to why I think these two would make a great match is the fact that I think both of these signs, Cancer and Taurus, need to recharge their battery at home. And I feel like finding a partner that recharges their emotional battery in the same environment as you helps build a deeper connection.
Yes.
You know, because if one of you is an extrovert, the other an introvert, or whatever, there's like 10 different combinations, like an extrovert and introvert, whatever the hell it is. Either way, I feel like if both of you can come back to that same place and that's where you guys refuel yourself and give yourself, you know, enough battery to go back out and socialize, that gives you a chance to really sit together and be like, oh, like that was a lot. Like, how are you feeling? Like, sit there and like talk about your days together. Oh, like we had fun going out. Like now we can kind of relax together. I feel like it's difficult to do that with someone where, you know, someone enjoys being out and they come home and they're feeling fine. And like a Cancer or a Taurus, if they're with a different partner, they'll be like, oh, like you seem like you're okay. Like that was a lot for me.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
like I'm kind of tired and drained from this social interaction.
Like I kind of don't want to go out again tomorrow night. I would love to stay in with you. And like, I feel like a Cancer and Taurus will be on the same page when it comes to stuff like that. And I feel like that is so important in a romantic relationship. It really is.
Yes.
Because you feel alone when your partner isn't doing those things with you. Or when you feel like you don't have it in you to go out again or stay home again, whatever it is for you. And I just feel like with these two signs, they're so on that level together.
Yes.
That I just see great things happening for them when they are socializing and then they come back home together talking about their day.
Yes, 100%. And I feel like, yeah, both of these signs look for that. So it's hard for them, I think, when they're in other relationships sometimes because other people do want to go out, you know what I mean, and explore things. And they're like, they may take it as like a job to like them of like, why don't you want to be with me or be home with me or stay in? And there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? And that's why I love, like you said, that relationship of like, they're both like, well, I want to be home. Do you want to be home?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah.
And the funny thing is, they'll probably know something is wrong if the other doesn't want to be home.
Yeah.
Which is also an important thing to know when you know your partner enough to know that what they like to do with you and they're choosing not to be home, like something's off. Cancer Taurus relationship, if they're choosing not to be home with you, something's off.
Because your steady, your like solid place is your home life, very much for the two of them. So if it's off, it's like, are we breaking up?
Agreed.
Things are off in the home.
Oof. Agreed.
Yeah. So where I see the downside in this relationship is like the fluctuating moods, kind of honestly between the two of them. I feel like Tauruses, obviously y'all are stubborn, right? Duh, you're fixed signs. So you insist on having things your way and being like very dogmatic and particular about things. And Cancer's response will be to like go sulk, because they're like, my opinion isn't being heard or whatever, you know what I mean? And they get all sad and like emo. So as a Taurus, you have to be like sensitive to their emotions, you know what I mean? And as a Cancer, be careful not to emotionally blackmail your Taurus, because y'all can be very manipulative if you don't have that open line, or you don't feel there's an open line of communication happening.
Oh, for sure.
So beware, because that can get real cray-cray. Y'all will get vindictive, Taurus will get cold, Cancer will be like, why do you attention to me? And it will just like be a hot mess. So be careful.
Be very careful.
Yeah.
I'm not even a Cancer or a Taurus, and I just put myself.
Did you just feel the heat?
I really did. I was like, as a water sign myself, as a Scorpio was telling him, I was like, I don't want to be that. I'm like, oh my god.
Like, I don't want that.
So I agree. Ooh, I so agree with what you just said.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so my last final point, which is a beware. Beware. When both of these signs are mad, I just want to say, Taurus, Cancer, you guys are the most passive-aggressive people I know when you're mad. The most passive-aggressive out of all the zodiac, you know. I feel like with this dynamic especially, you guys would benefit a lot from taking a few minutes apart before you come back to that conversation. And Cancer, you know, you being the cardinal sign out of the two may have to be the one that initiates that solution or conversation, because Taurus uses silent treatment a lot as a defense mechanism, which can be frustrating because all you want to do is just fix the problem. You know, Cancer, let's talk about it, let's fight about it, let's do it. And Taurus is like, I'm just not going to talk to you for 2 days and see if it goes away. It's not going to go away, Taurus. It's not.
Right, so hang out with the Cancer.
Exactly. So I will say, as a Cancer, you have to let Taurus know that if they don't communicate back, the problem won't go away, but you have to be the one that initiates that, because Taurus, they can comfortably live being uncomfortable. Does that make sense? They can comfortably live being uncomfortable. They don't have to talk about it even though it bothers them. They may be angry, but they're not communicating with you. Taurus is that fixed earth sign. They'll literally sit there and not talk about it forever. But you know, you'll feel the change and they'll feel the change too. So as a Cancer, I feel like it's especially important to talk to your Taurus partner, let them know, hey, I feel like something's off, or hey, I know we both said things that we didn't mean, passive aggressively, but I would love it if we could just sit down and have this conversation, get a nice bottle of wine out, don't drink it all, because you know, just like one,
you'll just end up fucking
bring
and not
out,
really talk about your feelings.
Right, bring out a nice glass of wine with like a cheese board, whatever you fancy like homebodies do.
Cuties.
Yeah, and just talk about it.
Yeah.
But I will say Cancer is probably going to be the one that brings it up.
Yeah.
You know? Taurus is so good at just keeping their chill.
Yeah.
When you guys aren't chill, Taurus, can you guys just talk about it? I love you so much. Just say it. Just say it. You being calm and like pretending like it doesn't bother you, even though it does make you seem like, oh my god, she doesn't care, like she's so cool. It's hurting you because you know it's something's bothering you. So just talk about it, even though I know it's very difficult for you guys.
Yeah.
I get it. I totally get it. Just do it. Especially for the person you love.
Yeah. Like, seeing it from an outside perspective, I'm just like, why are you starting this war within yourself? You could just say how you're feeling, because it's also kind of wearing. It shows. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For sure.
On you.
For sure.
So just open up about it.
Do it.
The Cancer will hopefully initiate it after this video.
Alright, you guys, thank you for watching this video. If you guys are a Taurus, if you're dating a Taurus, if you're crushing on a Taurus, let us know who you think is their best love match. Yeah. We know Taurians are the sexy people out here that everybody's, you know, trying to love on. Y'all sexy, y'all effortless, you know. If you didn't agree with us, let us know down below as well. We post every Monday and Thursdays. We're gonna post both of our socials up here. We have a Twitter, we have an Instagram. Show your girls some love, and also if you haven't subscribed already,
Do that.
Makes me kind of sad that you enjoyed hanging out with us, but you didn't want to join our family. Be a charmer, because you know we charming out here.
Yeah.
Or be dangerous, because we dangerous out here.
Combo of the two.
Exactly. But we'll see you guys next time, okay?
Bye.